Hey, this is Tenzin. Welcome back to my journey of healing the body. If you are enjoying seeing this process, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I got new glasses. I thought this pair is gonna be my last pair, but they freaking chipped. I don't know. Can you see that? I know. Well, I thought it was already. They chipped. I don't know when or how. Like one day they were just on my face, and my wife was like, "What happened to your glasses?" And I was like, "I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine." So anyway, so last night I had this epiphany about food. I was combing Reddits and Googles and medical mediums, and I was like, oh my God. I don't know. My mind just shifted into like, I am a vehicle. And I was like, okay, what do I need to put in this vehicle for it to work properly? And sometimes I think like that, and sometimes I don't. But like, it was like really hard last night. Like, just at 12:30 a.m. just looking at what I need to do, especially after these last 2 months of like playing around. And I've come to the conclusion that I've been having way too little leafy greens. And I was looking into it because I was like, hold on, there's breatharians and there's fruitarians, and I feel like everybody's like, they don't really exist. They really eat like Krispy Kremes when no one's looking and all this stuff. And I was like, hold on. And then I've seen people that try to do it and then their body like deteriorates and falls apart. And I was like, what's the difference between the people who are successful versus the people who are not? And one common thing that I've seen is the people who are fruitarian and are practicing it long term are people who didn't just like switch to fruitarian or breatharian or something. They didn't just switch overnight. They, maybe started plant based and then went like high raw, then went raw vegan, and they've eaten like this for years, right? They didn't just like switch from month to month to month. Like they like one for a couple years, then went to the next one for a couple years, and then they worked their way up to fruitarian, and then maybe breatharian if that's what they're looking to do. And I'm like, oh wow, it's like, and then combing through the Reddits, people trying this diet who came from like SAD and tried to jump straight into fruitarian. One common thing that I kept seeing was like, basically, this is obviously shared experiences, is that their teeth and like their bones basically like decayed. And I'm like, whoa, why is like people like Eli Meyer looking strong as fuck? Like, hold on. Something's not adding up here. What did you do that they didn't? Like, what's the difference? And it seems like the time, like letting the body slowly heal and giving it what it needs. And it seems like you can't really skip greens. And I've been skipping greens, bro. And a lot of things have healed, but I do feel like, especially with this 90-day challenge, like my abs and working out more, like running, my bones aren't where they used to be. Like I used to work out 6 days a week. And for years, I did that years. And man, I went running and I felt like I felt like I had like a 60-year-old's hips. Like, I don't know if that's what they really feel like, but that's what it felt like to me. I was like, what the fuck? What has happened? And I don't really like running. The only reason why I was working out 6 days a week because I was doing sports. So it was kind of like forced. So you're not going to be on the team. And when I went to go run and afterwards, I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize running worked all those muscles. And two, I didn't realize that they just like atrophied. So now I'm like, oh shit, I got to eat my greens. I gotta eat my greens. I can't just focus on the fruit. The fruit has done so much for me. And honestly, it's just like more tasty. Like I like it more. It's easier to eat. I don't have to like force myself. But because I want my bones, my muscles, my connective tissue to be just as healthy as my brain, I gotta eat some greens. So over the next couple of weeks until basically I head to Costa Rica, I'm gonna be focusing on drinking as many green juices as I can. I would like to get in like anywhere from 2.5 cups. These don't even like relate, but 2.5 cups to a pound of greens. It's like you can do the math. I want to get that much in every day until I go to Costa Rica. I say till I go to Costa Rica because I'm gonna be juicing these. Because there's ain't no way I'm like eating all that. I don't like eating greens, bro. I gotta juice them. So I'm gonna juice them because I can eat more technically, and do more damage in a short amount of time, or good, I should say, do more good in a short amount of time. And when I go to Costa Rica, I might eat greens. I'll try to eat greens, but I want to see what kind of difference it makes. And I'm too wondering if like that. I'm pretty sure that's an important step I skipped, because when I did the 90-day juice fast, I said I was going to focus more on greens this time because I know last time I did it and I felt like that was an error. And I did for like the first month to month and a half. And then Sequoia left, and then I was like, and then I was just drinking pretty much just like apple juice and strawberries every day. Apple juice and strawberries. Sometimes I had dandelion and apple juice, but then as soon as they ran out of dandelions, I stopped my greens. So I went like a whole month without greens, and I'm pretty sure I felt it. Like again, I was going to the gym at this time. I felt it. I felt really good, but I didn't feel as good as I knew I could. There was something missing, and I wasn't sure what it was. I thought maybe I was eating too little, but I think I wasn't eating the right things. And so when I got off the juice fast, I was obsessed with Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and asparagus. Asparagus the least amount. But broccoli and Brussels sprouts, I probably ate maybe like 2 to 3 bags of Brussels sprouts or broccoli, actually probably 3 to 4, for about 4 weeks. And I think that was the lack of mineral salts that I was not getting on the juice fast, because I was not having any leafy greens or cruciferous vegetables or celery. So I was just straight up like mineral salt deficient. And I'm pretty sure I've unlocked something that is the key to healing some of the connective tissue issues that I've been dealing with since high school. Like I've healed a lot of things, and a lot of things have disappeared. But now it seems like I have some pain in my shoulders and pain in my knees, and my hips are just stiff as hell. And this is probably just due to lack of movement. Not the shoulders, because the shoulders was here even when I was working out 6 days a week, and the knee, but the hips is new. And so I've been including movement, but I can make that movement more pleasant, easier for my body to do by adding more mineral salts, aka greens, cruciferous vegetables, celery. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to see what it does for me. And then I'm going to update y'all, because like, I don't know. I guess I've had this feeling like, I'm like, greens aren't necessary, right? And now I'm like, damn, I think they are. I don't think they are long term, but I do think when you're rebuilding your body, that infrastructure, it needs greens, right? And then once it's built up, it pretty much just maintains. Unless you knock it down, then you have to obviously build it back up again. But I'm not knocking it down again. Anyway, that's my update. Much love. Happy healing.